You guys, welcome to Season 2, Episode number 4 of the Derby Career Mode Live. In this episode, we're going to get through quite a few games, I think 4, maybe even 5, getting up to that Liverpool or Hull game. We have got a game against Manchester City in the EFL Cup, so what we are going to be doing for this first game is actually playing our second team, and then we'll play our best team against City to give us the best chance to excel in the Cup. So we are currently top of the table by 2 points, so it kind of does mean, even if we draw this game, we'll still technically be top. So I think our second team is good enough to be able to get performance. We have made a couple of changes to it. I might put Pickford in goal just because it is the Premier League, and Jonathan Mitchell, he's a little bit short. I think he's only like 5'11" as a goalkeeper. Yeah, which really isn't that good, to be honest. So we are going to put Pickford in just so he can make the occasional good save, and doesn't exactly affect fitness that much with a goalkeeper, and should still be fit for the game against City. Into the first game of the episode then, against Aston Villa at home. Obviously a team that were in the Championship last year, so should be quite an easy one. They have obviously got Sanchez back from his loan from Fiorentina, and Carlos Gil from, I think he went on loan to Deportivo La Coruña. Here's the Aston Villa team then. They've got Fabiano in goal, Gary Gardner in the midfield, Bruma, Henriksen and Ross McCormack up front. I think he's got a couple of goals already in the Premier League, but I think they're in the bottom 3, so they're not doing too well, so he should be able to get at least a point at home. Here we go, Hendrick with the ball, with the shot, and it is just wide of the post from Jeff Hendrick there. It does seem to get quite high up in the pitch. Here we go, through for Cuenca. Don't know if we can get a good delivery into the box. Obviously we have got Chris Martin in our second team, so a little bit more of a target man. He has got his head to it, but I think it has been blocked. There it is, half-time against Aston Villa. We've pretty much dominated. I think they had 1, maybe 2 shots, but we've had at least 4 or 5 in this first half. We should be able to get through and eventually get a goal. Here we go, into Chris Martin on the edge of the box with the shot, and the goalkeeper has pushed it wide. I believe it is Fabiano. When you get the ball into the box with Chris Martin at the back post, he has got his foot around it, and he has found the back of the net there, Chris Martin. I really wasn't sure if that was going out for a goal kick. He tried to head it, and then somehow managed to get the volley onto it and put it into the back of the net just before the 60th minute. Not too sure why Christie was over on the left-hand side, but nevertheless, it was a really tight angle. The bounce obviously hitting the floor did put it over the goalkeeper, and I don't know, maybe the keeper should have done a little bit better. Here we go, Vyman's actually won it off the defender with the shot, and it is in the bottom left-hand corner to make sure we do win the game. Not too sure what's happened there with the scoreboard. Obviously, goal has not replaced the actual time that there is in the game. I think they just brought Tim Yelsnik off the bench. He lost the ball there, not obviously concentrating enough, and Vyman very nicely found the bottom left-hand corner of the net. And there it is, full-time against Aston Villa. We used our second team, and we still quite comfortably won that one. A couple of chances from Villa, but majority of the game was controlled by us, as you can see there. They had 3 chances, but we put away a couple and won the game. So as you can see, Bailey, his value has actually gone up by $1 million since we have sold him, so obviously he seems to be doing quite well in Germany. I realised as well that we did actually buy Oliver Burke for Bailey, which is kind of a nice thing. Obviously we took one of their youngsters and we got rid of one of ours. But yeah, we're going to go into the next game against Manchester City with our first team. Hopefully City play a bit of a weaker team, as it is the EFL Cup, and they have got some really nice kits this year. Obviously that away kit's quite nice. The alternate kit, I don't know, you can either love it or hate it. It's obviously a little bit of a different one, and I think I will actually give them that kit. And yeah, we are playing our first team, so as long as we perform like we did in the Premier League with this team, then we should be all good. So let's have a look at the City lineup. From just the players walking out, I could see there's a bit of a weaker team. They have got Will Patching, Garcia, Maffeo, Humphreys, Angelino, Claudio Bravo in goal, and Mangala, Boney back from his loan, and Sarni and Sterling out wide. Still quite a good team, to be fair, but there's obviously a few big players missing. Their fullbacks missing, and both David Silva and De Bruyne. They're probably on the bench though, so they can always make it a little bit harder for us if need be. So the EFL Cup, the graphic wise, is the only one that has the old graphics. Obviously the Premier League and the FA Cup have both got different graphics, which are good to see, but it's always nice to see something different. Angelino with the ball into the back post, but Demissi's got up nicely to win it, and Pickford has managed to get the save. There we go, winning the ball with Thomas Ince now. Get it inside to Zinchenko. Try another finesse shot with him, because he does seem to get him into that top left-hand corner quite nicely with his left foot. Obviously Bravo, 85-ish rated, very good goalkeeper. Inside to Zinchenko, finesses it. Maybe a little bit more to the left, and there could have been a goal. Last 5 minutes of the half now. We have just had a couple of good chances, to be fair. but the majority of chances have come from City, so it does kind of show that the legendary is kind of working, because we have struggled. Here we go, through for Zinchenko. Can he score against his former club? Yes, he can. The young Ukrainian, leaving the club after not getting any game time, comes to us, gets some goals, and yeah, just before half-time, a good goal for him. And I think we paid a good price for a very good player. Like, you think of it in terms of today's market, 10 million for a very good player is not bad at all. Good run from Thorn, and then kind of City's defence split like the Red Sea. Really good finish into the bottom right-hand corner with his left foot, and Bravo had no chance. There it is, half-time against Manchester City. Currently 1-0 up thanks to a pretty good strike from Zinchenko. Really nice ball through from George Thorn, but we are probably going to sub him off shortly. And then I might put like Hendrick or push Hughes further up and kind of just hold off, because that one goal we may not score again against City, because that was kind of lucky. Probably bring on Burke and Joshua King as always. There we go, Vidra's taking it around the centre back. Going to get the shot off now. Good save from Bravo, fingertips to that. There we go, Hendricks won the ball. Going to get it out wide to Oliver Burke on the attack here. If we can get this second goal, then that would be absolutely fantastic. But Bravo has made another pretty good save and kept him in the game for sure. The Missy with a very nice delivery into the back post. Into Mangala. Hughes has run into Patterson, who was about to volley in the back of the net. Still got a chance though here with Hughes. Back in the middle. 3 minutes of added time left in the game now. We are going to stick it onto ultra defensive now, just so that we don't concede or anything. But I'm not too sure what City are doing. Like, they're playing 4-3-3, and then their striker is literally playing as a winger. We are through here with Joshua King to potentially kill the game off. Couldn't quite get the angle. Like, he doesn't seem to have the best of left foot, and Bravo just sat on his line all day long. There it is, full time against Manchester City. We are through to the next round. It was a really good thing that we did rest our first team in the first game of this episode. As you can see, they didn't have a single shot on target, Manchester City. They did have a lot of possession, but I think Patterson did a really good job just keeping Sterling and Mertens in his pocket. Into the next game then against Southampton. Thorne still not wanting to sign a new contract, which is a bit of a shame, but we are going to obviously go in with our first team. And then I think we've got the international break, so we should have a bit of fitness back to our players. We are going to use our away kit for this game. It is a real shame that we don't have a third kit, but neither do Southampton, who are quite a big Premier League team, but I don't know if they actually have one in real life or not. Looking at the table then, we are currently 2 points clear at the top. Obviously 4 wins and 1 draw, 7 goal difference so far. We've only conceded 1 goal, I think, in the entire season, this season. Like, we have literally defended our lives, and the teams haven't really taken that many chances though, but obviously playing this 4-2-3-1 with the 2 holding midfielders, they seem to be doing a good job. So looking at the Southampton lineup, they've made quite a few signings, and they've also let go of Virgil van Dijk, obviously a very good centre-back, but they have got Frankie De Santo, Emarenko, Younger Mvia, and Dorado in the midfield. It's quite an interesting team, obviously playing that diamond in the midfield. It's going to be interesting to see how they do against our team. Ball into the box here. Pinto nearly put it into his own net there. Really close. Obviously Pickford trying to go for the ball, and then Pinto just intercepting it. It has gone out for a corner though in the first 15 minutes of the match. We really haven't been on the ball for too much of this game. They have got it across the face of goal, and luckily that didn't go in. I'm not too sure how, but we have got a chance to counter-attack here. Going to get it over to Cuenca. Ball through for Aston here. Not quite saved by Pickford, and it has gone into the back of the net, conceding our second goal in the Premier League. We really haven't done that well in this first 20 minutes of the game against Southampton. It's pretty much been all them. Obviously that diamond formation seems to be neutralising our attacks quite well. Nearly got the tackle in, but it went straight to another Southampton player. I think it was Classy. Pickford almost with the save, and yeah, Charlie Austin, a player that I am potentially going to look at potentially signing in the future as an improvement to Vidra, because I feel like we do need a bit more of a target man kind of player, especially with the 4-2-3-1. Vidra is a bit more of a 2-striker kind of guy. On the attack here straight away into Zinchenko. I don't know if we can get that lovely left foot of his on it. How has Thorne missed that? Literally, I don't know. Maybe just slightly went over the top of him. Really frustrating that we didn't get back in there, but we have got another ball into the back post. I thought he was going to put it in his own net there, number 43. I'm not too sure who it is, but he's almost put it into the back of his own net. Frankie De Santo and Charlie Austin, both players that I would be quite interested in bringing in. Ball into Charlie Austin now with the shot, and he has found the back of the net. This formation, the 4-1-2-1-2 with the two strikers up front, seems to be absolutely cutting us apart, and Charlie Austin has doubled the lead there for Southampton 10 minutes later. A good ball into the back post, but an even better volley from the England. Would you call him an England international? Probably not, but you know, still a very good player in the Premier League. They are literally passing us apart at the moment, Southampton. This actually seems like it's on Legendary. The games recently seems like I've been playing on like professional, but we have got a good chance to get a goal back just before half time. Cuenca cuts inside into Hendrick with the shot. I thought that was in. Honestly, I put my money on that was going in. Somehow didn't go into the back of the net. We'll have a look here. Yeah, slightly pulled it. Oh, just wide. There it is, half time against Southampton, losing 2-0. We really haven't done that well. I'm going to try and change. I'm going to change the formation actually to a 4-4-2 like we were last season. Seemed to have done very nicely for us. We are going to take off Thorne, I believe. We'll put Cuenca on the left hand side, and we'll put Joshua King on for Thorne. Just, I don't know, see how it does in the Premier League. Obviously, they have been absolutely ripping us apart with the two-striker formation, so hopefully the same will happen for us. Ball into Santo, really good save. Yangenvia with the ball through for Emarenko, but Pickford has made a very good save there, and the punch. With the shot, and Buffal has found the back of the net. I couldn't do anything. I literally could not do anything there. He did a really nice bit of skill. Put it into Gallagher, hold it off, and then just lay it back to him. Pickford maybe could have done a little bit better, but the move was literally out of nothing. And Southampton have well and truly absolutely trounced us. They seem to be very good this year, and we are going to probably experience our first Premier League loss. Would be nice if we could get a consolation goal, just in terms of goal difference. Obviously it will take us down quite a bit. Has gone through here for Classy. Very good save from Pickford, just over the bar from, I think that's Younger and View. Here we go, Burke on the edge. I'm just going to try a long shot, because honestly I'm not getting a look at their goal. They have defended stupidly well, Southampton, and they've definitely deserved the win in this game. Seems like we've actually been playing on Legendary, and there is the full-time whistle. We have lost our first Premier League game 3-0 away from home. Not exactly the best of results, to say the least, but they defended stupidly well and attacked even better. So looking at the table, we've actually moved down all the way down to 4th in the table. We have got Liverpool next, who are currently 13th, not doing that well. 2 draws, 2 wins and 2 losses, and +1 goal difference. We've done pretty well. We've only conceded 4 goals. Obviously that bogey game, hopefully it's a bogey game, that 3-0 loss that we did just experience against Southampton. But if we do win by 2 goals or more, we should go back to the top. So it is going to be interesting to see how we do against the proper Liverpool team. Obviously we did just play against Liverpool B team, but we have got a bit more fitness in this game. There was a slight fitness issue. Demizzi is actually going to a 73 rate of play, so that's good to see as well. So we are still best team in the league in terms of defensive. If you take away that game that we did just play, we've only conceded 1 goal, so as long as there's no Charlie Austin up front for Liverpool, then we should be all good. Looking at the Liverpool lineup then, they've gone for a 4-3-3, not the strongest of team. They've got Bogdan in goal with Laurie, Clarvan, John Flanagan, Moreno, Lucas Leiva, Samaris, John Henderson. I think Samaris was actually at Crystal Palace last year when we did play him again in the Cup. Markovic and Coutinho out wide, and Danny Ings, the target that we did try and sign for Bailey, but wasn't successful in the end. It is a pretty much similar team to ours in terms of shape, but hopefully Joshua King and Vyman have a good effect on the team, and we can come back with the win. Here we go, into Thomas Ince. He has cut inside very nicely into King, who has chipped it over the goalkeeper there very nicely to find the back of the net. Good for us to get a goal in the game. It's always good to get the first goal in the first 25 minutes as well. For the young Norwegian, he's been a brilliant signing. 2 million plus Kamara, who is worth about 2.5, so around the 4 and a bit £1 million price tag, and he's already got like 4 or 5 Premier League goals. Ince doing nicely to cut inside. Cloven falling on the floor obviously helped quite a bit there, but it was a very nice finish from King to make it 1-0. Coutinho with the ball here, very good strike, and it is just over the crossbar. I don't think Pickford really dived the right direction. I don't know if it did take a deflection in the end. Here we go, ball over to Vyman. It's good to have this little bit more pace down the wings, because Knockout and Ince, very similar, both very technical, not very physical. There it is, half-time against Liverpool, currently 1-0 up, a lot better than we did against, obviously, Southampton. With that diamond in midfield, that seems to be our kryptonite at the moment. That seems to completely destroy this team. But as long as nobody plays the diamond formation, we're good. Ings on the edge here, but Keogh's kind of won it back, but it's still in Ings' possession. He has found it through for Samaris, and it is gone into the back of the net there from the Greek international. Yeah, I was trying to just hold off here with Ings. He turned away from Keogh very nicely, found it through for him, and just out of nothing, Liverpool are back into the game. Here we go, through for Weimann. Don't know if he can get past John. Oh, he's taken out Weimann in the box. We have got a penalty. John Flanagan, the Scouse Cafu, has taken down Weimann here. Not too sure if it really is a penno. Like, if I did that, I'd probably think, oh, that's fine. That's why I really didn't mention it until the referee did blow his whistle. But we have made a couple of substitutions here. Will Hughes and Zinchenko coming off for Knockout and Jeff Hendrick. We've pushed Weimann into the cam position. Not too sure who we're going to take this penalty with, though. Int seems to have the best. Actually, Weimann does. So we're going to give it Weimann. Go down to this left corner. And we have doubled the lead there. Well, we haven't doubled the lead. We've got back into the lead. Forgot that Liverpool scored. But yeah, we made it 2-1 with Andreas Weimann. He seems to get goals. Like, he is a really good goal-scoring machine. Even at 72 rated, he seems to be... I'd say he's better than Knockout, to be fairly honest. Like, I can do a lot more with him. But hopefully, Knockout can get a bit of a chance in this last few minutes. Ball into the box, into Vidra with the shot, and it is just wide of the post. It was a really extravagant go from the Czech international. But yeah, really nice ball in from Demisi. Went for the overhead kick. I'm not too sure if Klavan got it. No, he didn't get a touch, but yeah, almost made it 3-1 there. And there it is, full time against Liverpool. We have bounced back from that 3-0 loss to actually win this game against Liverpool. We kind of got a lucky lifeline for winning that penalty that it maybe wasn't a penalty, to be fair. Like, I don't think I can show you, but obviously you guys seen it. I wouldn't say that as 100% a penalty. I'd say Flanagan got a good amount of the ball, and we got kind of lucky. So I have signed a couple of decent players here. 55 rated, 59, 62 and 63. Very good potentials on him, especially this Schmitz guy here. Pretty good pace on him, good dribbling, good curve. It'll be interesting to see what skill moves and stuff like that they've got, but I think it's a bit silly from EA that they've actually limited the age that you can like sign them to the first team, because I don't think that's actually a real thing in real life. You can actually play a 15-year-old if you want, but obviously physically they're not going to be quite up to it. But yeah, I feel that's a little bit silly for me. I'm not too sure about this Lang guy. Got a good potential, but 55 rated is a little bit too low. I'm looking more around the 60s mark so we can play him in the cup and stuff like that. But I think on that note, we are going to end off the episode here. We have got a game against Hull in the next game, away from home at the KC Stadium. We are currently 3 points off Man United, but with a game in hand, if we do win it by 2 goals, then we can still go top again. And yeah, we've got a pretty good, interesting episode. I think the next one is. We've got the next round of the EFL Cup against Port Vale. I think we will be playing definitely a second team, maybe with some of those youth players, to get them starting to grow. We've also got Tottenham Hotspur and West Brom. Not the most amazing episode in the world. Might go up to that Man United game, to be fair. Then we got December, then we got January again. So it's really not that long until we can make a few more signings. I'm thinking of making a target man kind of striker as our next target. Maybe Abdel Hernandez, quite a tall player with a good amount of pace. Obviously Joshua King getting 4 goals. But I feel like a bit more of a target man. Then bringing Joshua King off the bench would be the best going forward. Maybe someone like Giroud, who really hasn't played that much for Arsenal recently since signing Perez and obviously playing Sanchez up top. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.